By the end of today's video, we might need a new engine.
2 weeks ago, I bought my first ever car from Copart, and it's safe to say it came with some surprises. The wheel is bent, it's broken. When you buy a car off Copart, it's usually been in a crash.
And well, my one has.
This is my 2010 Vauxhall Corsa VXR that has actually been previously written off and marked by the insurance company a Category N.
Which means the damage that is on the car is non-structural, which is great because I don't know what I'm doing. So last video, as you can tell, we started tearing off all the broken parts. We started with the wheel, and as you can see, we unearthed some more damage. Oh my God, look at the damage on that. Then after that, we took off the bumper and the headlight, and when I tell you the bumper fell off, it literally fell off. Oh my God, that came out really, really easily. Then we tackled the most damaged part of the car, the actual wing.
Keep going. Yay!
Once we took off the wing, it unearthed all these damaged suspension parts that we're gonna need to replace if we ever want it driving again. After that, we took out the entire interior so we can eventually replace the airbags. I mean, take a look at what it looks like now. This looks mental. Right, now you're all caught up, I gotta tell you why we might need a new engine. Vauxhall Corsa's known for many things. I think we all know what they are. But what I didn't realise that this VXR in particular is known for piston 4 going bang. So basically, this engine is a ticking time bomb if it hasn't been well maintained. This kit is gonna tell us whether or not we need a new engine. I'm really, really hoping this was a waste of money. Okay, we have a lot on the agenda for today's video. So, number one, compression test. We need to see if the engine's gonna blow up before we do anything else. So we're gonna use that kit that I showed you to do that. Number two, an oil change. After we do the compression test and hoping we pass, we're then moving on to the oil change. We all know by now I am the absolute king of oil changes, so this should be nice and easy. Number three, a full interior rebuild. We have to pray that these two go right, especially that one, the compression test, because if that doesn't go right, then we scrap all of this off and even scrap the rest of the videos because we might need an entire new engine and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's get started with the compression test. Right guys, so the first thing we need to do this compression test is take this off, nice and easy. That's just the cover. You can pop that down there. Right, next thing we need to do is take out these coil packs. Luckily on Vauxhalls it's really easy. You just need to take out these two, pop them out. See, pull this out and watch me lose it in the engine. Look how long old bolt this is. Jesus, look at the size of that. That's got oil on it. Oh God. Right, take these out. Oh no, I've got to undo it first. You've got to undo the coil packs. I'm just trying to figure out how. Hold on. Right then, so we just we took that off, easy. Let's take this. Holy shit. Oh. So that's piston 4, by the way, guys, the one that's dripping in oil. I am myself. I don't even know if we could do a compression test. That's piston 4. And if a coil pack is dripping with oil, that's not a good sign.
Dry, oil.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Might be right. Let's, I don't know what to do. Let's just take the spark plugs out. Okay, so we got some bad news, but we're gonna push through it. We're gonna undo the first spark plug. Guys, I think I made a big mistake. So yeah, the series might be cut short, guys. I did not think, I thought we'd do a compression test and it'd just be that over, but that's all right to be fair. That doesn't look terrible. That doesn't look terrible. So that's spark plug 1. The thing is, even though it doesn't look terrible, it's still got oil on it. and I might be wrong, but I don't think a spark plug's supposed to have oil on it. Okay, well, let's take the second spark plug out now. What have I done? A little bit oily. This one's, I mean, I dread to think if number 2 was that oily, what is number 4 going to be like? I'm starting to think maybe this car was a victim of insurance fraud.
No. That's a chocolate fountain, mate.
That is pure chocolate. Doesn't look bad on camera. Let's see what number 4's like. They're getting progressively. Oh, this one. They might not need a spark plug in it, bro. It's just oil. Why is this on so tight? These are way too tight. Or it might be the oil making it tight. I don't know. I don't even know if there's any point in doing the compression test. Maybe I did say at the start of the video I wanted the compression test to be a waste of money. Maybe it is a waste of money. I'm just saying the socket should not be covered in oil. Oh, I'm laughing the pain away. Alright guys, so here is piston number 1, nice and lovely. Got piston number 2, a little bit worse. Piston number 3, getting a little bit worse. And piston number 4 is hideous.
I'm just saying, once you're done, if you ever take out your spark plugs and your socket looks like that, there's something wrong with your engine. Here's me thinking this would be nice and easy. I'll get it running in a month. Okay guys, so obviously after that terrible news, I did some digging just before we did the compression test, and the most common reason why there's oil in your spark plugs is because of a rocker cover gasket leak. We already knew it was leaking because, as you can see here, on camera it doesn't come out well, but it is really leaking. We knew that was leaking, so maybe we might be all right. And because we've already got a replacement rocker cover gasket today. Anyway, so here is the compression test. What we're going to do is we're going to whack it in each spark plug hole, and we're going to crank the car four times, and it will give us a pressure reading. We'll do number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if they're all relatively the same, I'm pretty sure they should be in like 170-ish. If they're within 10 or 15 of each other, we're golden. If they're not, and if piston 4 is low, we're not so golden. But I think it'll be fine. Shall I try it?
Go on. It's not cranking.
Why is it not cranking? Right guys, so as you can see, the car didn't start, but I'm thinking, because we took the dash out and we haven't started it since, it could be the immobiliser, and that would make sense. I'm going to plug this back in, because this is the only thing I can think of that would cause the immobiliser. That would, do you know what I mean? I'm going to plug this back in, and I'm hoping it'll be alright. This is the gauge cluster, by the way. Should we start it?
There we go. He is a man. He's a man.
We done it! But compression test time. Right guys, compression test number 2. We're actually going to see if we can get it started now. I hope it starts. You going to go, Jake? Okay. No, what the f***? It made me jump, bro. Let's try it again. So we continued to run compression tests across all 4 cylinders, and it was all going so well. They were reading between 150 and 160 until, well, cylinder 4. How does that even work? Surely if the pressure was bad, I'd have less pressure. And believe it or not, I was actually right. If piston 4 was bad, the pressure would be lower than usual, rather than R1, which is higher. So after some digging, I found that a cylinder would read high compression if there was oil in the cylinder. And well, there definitely was some oil. So I'm gonna do the oil change, and once we've done that, we'll redo the compression test and pray it comes out okay. I think it will. Right, so we're doing an oil change now. We're gonna drain all the oil into that bucket. We've bought some oil. Yeah, we're gonna do some oil change. We're gonna do an oil change. But while the oil is drained, actually, we're gonna attempt to take off, well not take off, we're not gonna attempt to, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the rocker cover gasket and we're gonna replace it. We've already bought one, so then we can just tick that off the list. And yeah, so let's just get draining. If only it were that simple. Mate, I think I've rounded it. So yes, I stripped the sump plug. So I did what you'd all do in that situation. I went to bed and left it up to Leo to fix. Cheers, Leo.
Yo, YouTube. Got me and you got Jake working on the car. The car it's not looking good. So we're doing the rocker cover right now because we've got to change the seal. So we've got this side off. All these screws are off, so that's all good. These 2 are off. We just haven't taken them out because it don't matter. This one though is an issue. And I've kind of tried to pry it there, but it's not coming out. So I can shake this whole thing. It all moves except for there. So we need to get that off. So we've just been to Halfords and we've picked up some chisels so that we can take that off. Another issue, which is fun, we got the sump plug. Because to do the rocker cover, we've also got to drain the oil. So trying to do the sump plug. That's what it's currently looking like, and it's not coming out. So we've had to get some of these, and we got to drill that into the sump plug and get that out. But yeah, so like I said, Charlie is really hungover, so he actually can't get out of bed. So me and Jake are working on the car, and we've just been stripping everything.
So yeah, it seems like they got their work cut out for them.
Go on. Oh, hey!
I mean, that's not.
Rocker cover off. Look at this, look at the team. So guys, my name's CDB and we have just taken off the rocker cover. Let me give you a quick little insight as to what is going on here. So we've taken the rocker cover off, as you can see, using a screwdriver that we wedged in there. So as you can see, now we've got the rocker cover off. We're gonna change the seal on that. We're gonna wipe all this down. There's a lot of oil here in places where it shouldn't be. I don't actually know where because I don't know anything about cars, he does. There's a rubber seal right along here. As you can see, we're going to take that all off. We're going to clean this up, get that back on. Still got to do the sump as well. Oh my god.
No, just say.
He's clockwise. Okay, now it's coming.
It's coming. Go on, twist that. Well,
Nice one, Leo. Got scared, didn't you, Leo?
Yo, YouTube. Charlie's back. He's awake now. Got one of these.
I wasn't just asleep.
Sorting out that. That's all sorted. Got all the oil out. I did all the work. These two did nothing. Look, let me show you the oil. Oil's draining into that bucket. So these two were trying to do it the whole of yesterday, and they've been turning it anti-clockwise. It was meant to be clockwise, and I came and I sorted out the whole thing like that.
Yeah, so that was a little embarrassing. Anyway, the next day, it was time to put the new sump plug on and change the oil filter.
Day 3 of the rocker cover gasket changed and oil change. Can't believe we've been doing this for 3 days now.
Okay, so Leo, being the highly intelligent man we've all grown to love, dumped the oil filter in the oil. And it obviously has a housing, so I now have to get in the oil and try and get the oil filter housing out. Nice one, Leo. Oh my god. Okay, so first course of action is we're going to plug back in this sump plug, because obviously we had to buy a new one because, I don't know, someone stripped it, weren't me though. So I need to go find a T45 bit because Vauxhall decided it would be a good idea to put a Torx piece as a sump plug. Nice one, Vauxhall. Okay then, well this was nice and easy, thank God. Just plug back in the sump plug. I still don't know why Vauxhall used a T45 instead of a bolt. Anyway, doesn't matter. Oil filter was even easier, but yeah, I'm glad they all went in all right. Okay, so here is the rocker cover. I've already taken it off, and here is the gasket that doesn't fit. I bought this gasket off of eBay and it didn't fit, so it's going in the bin. I bought a new one, so hopefully they're different. So far, unfortunately, they look pretty similar, so that's not the best sign. I don't know, it might be fitting a bit more snugly. Alright, if I turn this upside down and it falls out, I'm really annoyed because I really won't know what to do. Get in. Right, let's get this on the engine, and let's hope that's all we need to do. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty proud of myself for fitting the rocker cover gasket pretty much all by myself and with no help from any mechanics or whatever. But yeah, after that we filled up the oil, and yeah, time to move on to the interior. Okay guys, so as I did say, we've ticked off the compression test, kind of. We've ticked off the oil change, finally. It only took us about 8 days. As you saw just a minute ago, the oil is now in, but now it is the full interior rebuild time. As you can see, we have got the new dash that isn't ripped. This is gonna go in today, along with all the airbags. And then Leo is going to drop off the new headliner. So then literally everything we took out in the last video is going back in. So we just got to get going. So obviously we had to start with putting the new dash in. This is probably the hardest job, so it's best to do it first. Right guys, so we got the interior in pretty much. Well, we haven't, that's a lie. Got it all clipped in. We got the majority, they got the actual screws that hold it in place in, as you can see. It's not moving now. We're attempting to put the gauge cluster back in, but you know, we've still got a lot to put in, all of this as well. So it's not easy, but I don't say it's hard either, would you, Jake? No.
Made it loud where they cannot appeal. Show them that the less than out of real. What you think it cost me out the deal? All I know is how I came in from the door.
Right guys, we're actually making loads and loads of progress. So if you actually look, it's pretty much in. I mean, it's all bolted down. We've got the gauge cluster in, we've got this. I'm just struggling with the column. There's like the old steering column. We've got to replace that because like one of the clips is broken. It just looks terrible. So we've got to replace that part, but that's fine. And then I've got to put in the underneath bit. We've still got the airbag to do in the glove box, but we bought the wrong airbag. We bought the wrong airbag, so we need to go buy that. There's a few things we still need to buy, but you know, we'll see. But I think we're doing alright so far.
Still moving like gang, I'm in the lose, but most of them won't know until I show them in this.
Alright then guys, so we're putting in the roof liner airbag now. As you can see, we've kind of left half of the dash. We've got it mostly in, but we've left half of it off basically because there's some parts we still need to buy. But we're just screwing in this now. Alright then guys, as you can see, we're all plugged in up here. We're just gonna plug it in now. The first airbag we're plugging in Is that in? Or have you got to push the bottom back in?
It's in, mate.
Yeah. But what we're going to do now, right, is we're going to turn on the battery. We're going to get out the car.
Yeah, we're gonna get
And then we're going to turn on the battery. Because here's the deal. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure that if we don't reset the airbag light, because we haven't reset the airbag light, I'm not 100% sure that this airbag isn't going to blow up in our face. So as the little test dummy, we're using the cheapest airbags. It's cost us 20 quid. Obviously, we're going to get out of the car. But because we haven't reset the airbags, they might blow up. What do you think, Joe?
They won't.
You don't reckon? No. Basically, the only reason I think this is because one person I know has told me it will, and everyone else on the forums has said it won't. Let's see. Here it goes. You can't really see in there, but I'm going to connect the battery. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's not gone. It's not gone. We got power. It didn't blow up. Yes. But I was actually stressed doing that. For some reason, in the back of my mind, I thought it might blow up, but it didn't. Alright guys, it's the next weekend. I'm telling you, I've been recording this video for the last 2 weekends now. But today is going to be the most productive day we've ever had. We're going to get the bottom half of the dash in and it's going to look amazing. Hello guys, you found me in a precarious position. As you can see, I need to fit the airbag up there. There is the airbag, I plugged it in, but I need to fit it up there and I can't do it. Hence why you found me in this position. It's the most painful thing ever, honestly. Why can't cars just be easy? Why? Please explain it to me. Okay guys, so the airbag's not in. I can't do it. I'm getting Leo round. He's gonna do that, but he has to come tonight. So while we wait for Leo, we finally got the actual fixed one back. So we can now attempt to put this back on. I think I'll be able to. There we go, steering column in. So then I spent the next 3 hours trying to figure out how to put the bottom half of the dash in. I can't do it. I can't do anything. But I finally figured it out off camera. Okay guys, so this is now screwed in. We're just gonna plug this in. If I can find it, here it is. This should go in pretty simply. There we go, it's all clipped in now. You just push that straight in. That is a lot of progress. That is a lot of progress. Now, I'm gonna put the steering wheel on, we're gonna put the new steering wheel airbag on, and then we're gonna leave that side for Leo to do. But that doesn't matter because we've made a lot of progress and I'm really happy with that. This should be really easy. So all you need to do is line up the two notches. I'll show you what I mean. So there's a little notch right there, and there is a notch right there. You line them up, you plug everything in, and that should be it. We're in! I feel like we've actually made a bit of progress. We've just got to tackle that airbag down there, but I am struggling. But so far, we've got 2 out of 3 airbags replaced that need to be replaced. Hooray! I'll see you guys in a bit when Leo gets here and hopefully can finish that airbag. Hopefully. Right guys, don't know if you can see me, but Leo's just pulled up. He's back there. And I kid you not, within a few seconds, he's put the airbag in. If you can see it, I don't know if you can. But he's put the airbag in, here he is. Now he's gonna put together the glove box now. And then the interior, apart from the roof liner, which we'll do next video, but the dashboard is done, which is the hardest part. Leo's done it. Leo has done it.
You better not be filming this.
We've got the dash in. Come on! Guys, it's finally done. Big up to Leo, because I literally could not have done it without Leo. Well, I was there for 2 hours, yeah? 2 hours trying to do it. It took him 10 minutes to put it all in. But we finally done it. So, I've got to show you. Let's go. So guys, it's done. Everything's done, apart from the headliner, but we've got all the airbags that were blown have been replaced. Just quickly guys, this steering wheel still needs to be replaced 100%. It is in horrific condition. So we've been looking, but we can't really find anyone. So if anyone wants to send out a steering wheel or anything like that, hit us up, because we really need a new steering wheel. And also, as you can probably tell, we need another vent. But that's nice and easy to do. We don't need to take the dash out. Basically, everything's done. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys want to watch part 1, if you've missed it, then click up there. Otherwise, I'll see every single one of you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Goodbye, guys.